Hey, what's up guys? My name's John. Welcome to Daily Theology. Keith Oberman has lost his mind. We have a clip here from Peter Pan.
He really did lose his marbles, didn't he?
Yeah, he lost them good.
Okay, in all seriousness, let's check out this clip, and I'm going to talk as we watch as much of this as we can.
Trump can be and must be expunged. The hate he has triggered,
I think
Pandora's box.
I think expunging is something you do to a criminal record. I don't think that's something you do to a person, unless it's SpongeBob SquarePants.
He has opened, they will not be so easily destroyed. So let us brace ourselves. The task is twofold. The terrorist Trump must be defeated, must be destroyed, must be devoured at the ballot box.
Nice catch, at the ballot box. So, first off, this seems like it's satire. Honestly, it seems like this can't be real, and then you realize this is actually what he thinks. This is a real newscast.
And then he and his enablers and his supporters and his collaborators and the Mike Lees and the William Barrs and the Sean Hannitys and the Mike Pences and the Rudy Giulianis and the Kyle Rittenhouses and the Amy Coney Barretts must be prosecuted and convicted and removed from our society.
So it's good to have a Christmas list. I'm glad to see he's getting into the Christmas spirit here. He's got his list together. He's a man with a plan. And, you know, everyone needs to have a Christmas wish.
While we try to rebuild it and to rebuild the world Trump has nearly destroyed by turning it over to a virus.
Okay, so how is Trump responsible for a virus that came from another country? How is anyone responsible for a virus? This seems to reject the fact that God cursed the world and sin, disease, and death are in the world and have been for basically the beginning, since the beginning of time, pretty much.
Remember it. Even as we dream of a return to reality and safety and the country for which our forefathers died, that the fight is not just to win an election, but to win it by enough to chase, at least for a moment, Trump and the maggots off the stage, and then try to clean up what they left.
So for those of you that aren't good with puns, he added an OTS to the end of MAGA, and so he made it maggots, like a worm, basically.
Remember it, even though to remember it means remembering that the fight does not end November 3rd, but in many ways will only begin that day.
So the fight does not end November 3rd. Okay, now, is he calling for some sort of revolt? It actually looks like he is. And if this is the type of fear-mongering and pandering that we can expect from people in our country, we need to pray, especially as Christians. Again, like I said yesterday, for peace. We need to be the peacemakers. We need to say that people can be reconciled to God through the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus Christ, because as Abraham Lincoln quoted, a nation divided, a house divided cannot stand. But who he was actually quoting was Jesus, because Jesus said, if Satan casts out Satan, how can he be divided? A house divided cannot stand. And that's where that quote actually came from, which is very fitting for this time. And so we need to be unified around the essentials of the gospel, that all people are made in the image of God, that all people have dignity, and no one should be threatened, no matter what their political view. They should be cared for. They should be given an opportunity to speak, but those ideas should be refuted in the free market of ideas. And Keith Oberman's ideas have no free market because it's a socialist market. That's what's kind of fun about that. They just control the metrics, and then you have no free market of ideas. But as believers, we have the truth, and the gospel is the power of God for salvation for anyone that believes, the Jew first and also the Gentile. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hammer that like button like the 95 Theses. God bless.